welcome back. Now, in the world of rock and roll and pop, it seems that these days you just can't keep a good man down. Phil Collins, the Stones, Brian Ferry, Cliff Richard. More and more stars are growing old gracefully and still delivering the hits, just like the Bee Gees, really, who Elaine Lipworth caught up with at home, stateside.
The sound is unmistakable. After 25 years in the business, the Bee Gees are still creating that magic that keeps them at the top. It's the powerful melodies that have led to #1 hits since the 60s. The new single, When He's Gone, is on its way to being their second hit this year. They seem to have unlimited energy and never stop working, but we managed to catch up with the Bee Gees and their mum and dad on a rare day off in Los Angeles. You've got a new album out, High Civilization. Is it still the old Bee Gees magic, or is there a new feel to it?
It's a new revitalised version of the same.
Of the old Bee Gees magic. It's magic to those who want it to be magic, I suppose.
It's magic to those who are really into the Bee Gees music. We think it's the best album we've made in about 10, 15 years. So, definitely.
How do you manage, after all this time, to have hit after hit, and not just hits, but #1s? Do you have a formula, a technique for doing that?
No, it's just that what we did, if there's any technique, it's just that we enjoy a formula, a recipe.
A master plan.
It's not, it's so that we enjoy songs that with great choruses that lift you up.
We love pop songs, yeah.
I mean, it's just amazing, 3 brothers working together, spending all this time together.
Yeah.
Do you get on?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're each other's best friends, so, that helps.
But it could have been worse. We could have ended up working in a factory or in a bank, and
We probably would have still been all together, though.
can't catch the bus home every night, which a lot of people do, so it wouldn't be that bad. We'd be used to it, I suppose.
When you were growing up in Manchester, did you know that you were all going to be musicians or pop stars? I mean, did you all...
Yes. We knew what we wanted to do. From the age of Maurice and Robin being about 6 and me being about 9 years old, that was our objective in life. We knew we weren't going to do anything else to make a living.
They brought me back to see my way with you.
Maurice, your dad was a musician, a drummer in fact. Was he a great influence? Did he push you?
Oh, yeah. Like a bloody hammer. Dad taught us professionalism. He was smiling on stage, because he always said if you look like you're having a lousy time on stage, most people will have a lousy time.
Everyone else will, yeah.
So little things like that, and polish your shoes and clip around the ear and put the bill cream in your hair. And Mum used to iron the shirt and say, "Shut up, Huey."
And Dad would never say, we'd come off stage, we'd done a good show, Dad would never say to us, "You were great tonight." He would say, "The audience was great tonight."
Yeah.
You all seem to place a really strong emphasis on family life.
Well, that's foundation for everything we do. It's, we all have kids, we all have families, and they're part of our memories too. I mean, a lot of things happened to us in the past when we first met our wives. All these things are elements in our lives. We're not married to women who say, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing this."
We're married to women.
I'd like to make that clear.
But, they support what we do. They encourage what we do. If we don't get together and write, they tell us off.
Yeah.
Do you manage to have a sort of balance between your home life and work, or is it all intertwined?
No, it's very well balanced, actually.
Well balanced.
We're very fortunate to have our own studio, which is an asset. It's like a toy shop for us. It's a place where we can go and create any time we want to. So the girls understand if we have to be in the studio, if we're there from, recently rehearsing with the band from 2 till 6 till 8 till midnight. And they know they know where we are. They know what we have to do, and they don't interfere. And they look after our lives and our home lives and everything. And they've got a big enough job as it is. They very rarely involve themselves in our business.
You're all on your second marriages. Is it better second time round?
I've been married for 20 odd years now. They've all been odd. Yeah, I mean, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, I've been married 15 now this time. Big difference in the first 6 I had with Lou.
First 6 marriages?
6 years.
Oh, I see.
I mean, do you think maybe you were all too young the first time?
Yeah.
Well, I was 19 when I married Lulu. And
we were still growing up. We were still kids.
Whatever was going on in their personal lives, they continued to turn out the hits. In the late 70s, there was Saturday Night Fever, and a whole new craze. A new generation of teenagers were boogieing down to the Bee Gees, and songs like this soared up the charts.
Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive,
I cannot describe the phenomenon. It just happened. The whole world wanted to dance. It was just that period.
Is there anything, you know, that you really want to do that you haven't done yet?
Yes, lots of things. Many things. We'd love to. One of our dreams is to win an Academy Award for Best Song in a Film. To have had the biggest soundtrack of all time
And not even
is an
get,
incredible
Something
thing
like
to
Fever.
us. But to have not had it acclaimed by any proper body
well,
of
the
people.
Academy in those days didn't recognise pop songs as being a
They have
sport.
since.
Yeah.
Yeah, every
But-
film actually since Saturday Night Fever has won an Oscar, like Footloose, Flashdance. All those films won Oscars
Yeah.
for music, but Fever was totally ignored.
What's been the highest point of the Bee Gees' career?
Every record that ever went to #1 was a high point for us because it never changes. Those feelings.
You win
never
again.
change.
You win again going to #1.
That was a
then.
high point.
Was a high point, more than a high point than the Saturday Night Fever
Yes,
one.
because a lot of the media had already decided that we couldn't do it again.
Oh, really? So
Oh,
that
yeah.
was just
Sure,
very
yeah.
special.
And
to
it
you,
was
yeah.
again, it was something different. It was away from
what
what
we've
people
done
were
before.
expecting from us, and we showed them.
And it came through.
Do you think that you have a lot in common with the fans who you're writing for?
Very street orientated people, and but very down to earth.
And I still think we're the same kids that we were when we started. We're the same kids that were in the street in Manchester, running to the Gaumont Theatre in Chorlton-cum-Hardy, wanting to get on that stage and sing at the Saturday afternoon matinee. There's no difference in us now, in our souls, than there was then.
No.
That's what we wanted to do then, that's what we want to do now. And we're still those kids.
Only the manager of the Gaumont won't let us in.
Cause we're living in a world of rules, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me.